on, guys? Welcome to the channel. In today's video, I'll be giving you guys a quick overview on the brand new SSR character BLANC and whether or not you should summon for her. But before I get started on the video, make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe, and also turn on post notification bell so that you guys can always stay tuned as to when I post new videos. I'd really appreciate it. And if you guys are new here on the channel, I have a Discord server, so if you guys have any questions, you can join the server by going to my channel description. You see the server link there, and I'll also post a server link in the comment section down below. And also, memberships are officially available on the channel, so if you want to become a member and support the channel, you can do so today by clicking the join button next to the subscribe button right below this video. But anyways, let's not waste any time. Let's hop right into the video. So BLANC, so far I have 3 copies of her, and overall she is a really good character. So before I basically tell you guys whether or not you should summon for this character, let's go ahead and read her skill. So for her skill, her passive, when BLANC heals an ally other than herself using a skill, the HP recovered increases by 30% if the target is nearby. In addition, if BLANC heals a blue element ally using a skill, she also recovers 40 energy. So basically, her passive, it's healing. Whenever there's like an ally right around her, like if there's an ally next to her, she will basically increase the HP recovery of that ally if the target is next to her. And in addition, if BLANC kills a blue element ally, she will also recover 40 energy for that ally. And the more you increase his passive, the higher the energy and the HP recovery goes. So basically, she has energy restoration for blue element allies, and then she also has HP recovery for her passive. Now when we look at her first active, emergency response lighthouses, BLANC sends out small lighthouses to all her allies to aid them for 10 seconds. So she basically sends lighthouses to every single ally on the battlefield, and this will only last for 10 seconds. When an ally's HP drops below 50%, the connected small lighthouses heals them for 600% of BLANC's attack and releases a shockwave which deals 300% of her attack as damage to nearby enemies, stunning those enemies for 2 seconds, then disappears. So basically, she gives all your allies on your team, she gives them a lighthouse. Every single ally on your team has a lighthouse. This lighthouse will last for basically 10 seconds. And if your ally's HP drops below 50%, then the lighthouse will immediately create a shockwave. It will also heal the ally unit whose HP dropped below 50%, and that shockwave will also stun enemies for 2 seconds. So this is the thing though, the fact that the lighthouse is on the ally for only 10 seconds, if your ally's HP drops below 50% after the 10 seconds, then the lighthouse is just going to disappear. So basically, in order for this to work, your ally's HP has to drop below 50% within that 10 seconds. So if your ally's HP is able to drop below 50% within 10 seconds, then the lighthouse is going to heal the ally, and also is going to shock enemies by releasing a shockwave. So like I said, this can only happen if your ally's HP drops below 50% within that 10 seconds. And then we move on to her second active, which is regenerative resistance field. BLANC sends a lighthouse to the ally with the lowest HP percentage and creates a field for 8 seconds. So she's going to send a lighthouse to the ally with the lowest HP, and she's also going to create a field, the AoE field. The green element resistance of all your allies in the field increases by 30%, and they recover HP equal to 180% of attack every 2 seconds. So this field will basically boost your allies' green element resistance, and also it would basically recover their HP equal to her attack every 2 seconds. So the fact that she has healing in her passive, she has healing in her first active, and she also has healing in her second active, her whole kit is just basically healing. So you're receiving heals from this character 24/7. Like there's not one single moment where she's not healing. She's healing every second, which is absolutely insane. So that's basically her second active. And then when we look at her special skill, the Mega Booster Injection, BLANC heals whichever of her allies has the lowest HP percentage by 900% of her attack, then applies Mega Boost for 12 seconds. Mega Boost increases the target's allies attack and defense by 60% of the attack of the ally with the highest attack and 60% of the defense of the ally with the highest defense respectively. If the target's element is blue, the duration of Mega Boost increases by 6 seconds. Mega Boost limit 100% of the target's attack and defense. So for her special move is basically a huge buff. She basically heals her ally with the lowest HP by 900% of her attack, and then on top of that, she's going to apply a Mega Boost that can last for 12 seconds. You can't increase the duration can only last for 12 seconds, but if the target element, if the ally you're basically buffing is blue, then you can basically increase the duration by only 6 seconds. So in max, the Mega Boost can basically last for 18 seconds. That's the maximum. So basically you can, like, her Mega Boost can basically enhance the highest attack unit's attack by 60%, and she can also enhance the highest defense unit by 60%, their defense by 60%. That's basically her special move. So her Mega Boost is absolutely insane. The fact that she's able to basically buff up your DPS's attack by 60% is crazy. And if you basically, let's say you're using an Uric Mazino, and in Uric Mazino his defense is high, if you're trying to buff up his defense, BLANC will be the best character to use to basically buff up DPS units and also tank units. So her special move basically works on tank units and also DPS units. So overall, that's pretty much her kit. And when we look at her exclusive equipment, pretty much for level 1, the duration of emergency response lighthouses increases by 2 seconds. You can basically increase the duration of your active skills with your level 1 and level 2. And then for level 3, research part excellence recovery increase effect now applies to all allies. So instead of it being restricted to, I think, one ally, it can basically be applied to every single ally on the field. And then for level 4, the ally receiving the Mega Boost effect from Mega Booster injection will also gain debuff and status effect immunity for the effect's duration. So you basically get a debuff immunity when she casts her special move. So overall, her kit is just really, really good. And I wasn't able to unlock her equipment set yet, her carrier set, but when I do, I think the best set that you want to put on her is, of course, the max HP set, because she's going to be able to provide the barrier to units who are on the same row as her, and she's also going to provide energy. So I think max HP set is honestly the best equipment set for her. And overall, really, really solid character. Her report, I have her at basically level 5, and I'll say overall, I'll say like the most important stat on her is swiftness, because you basically want her to spam her special skill as much as possible so that she can constantly proc that attack buff and also that defense buff as well. So let's go ahead and test her out. So the team that I'm using for her is pretty much you basically want to put her in a blue team and also a team where you have a DPS unit where she can buff up. You basically want to put her in a team where she can buff up a DPS unit and she can also buff up a tank unit. So this is pretty much the team that I'm using. I'm using Rachel, Zahard, Uric Mazino, and Yeon. The reason why I'm using Rachel is because Rachel, she has the highest attack, and the fact that, you know, BLANC is able to increase her attack, that's going to allow Rachel to do more damage. And Uric Mazino, I'm pretty sure Uric Mazino should have the highest defense. Let me see. That is a hard. So that is a hard has 6, 4, 5, 1. He has, actually his Data Zahar. So she's basically going to increase Data Zahar's defense, which basically increases his survivability. So yeah, you basically want to, like, the team comp that you want to put her in is basically a team that involves a DPS unit and a tank unit, because she can basically benefit both of those units. So I'm going to go ahead and click quick result for you guys. Now, of course, this is not a 100% win rate team, but overall this team is actually not that bad. Like, in order for me to actually win with this team, like, look at her heals, like 2,936,000,000. Like, that is crazy, man. That is insane healing right there. And the fact that she's able to continuously buff up your allies and also give them energy is absolutely insane, because the fact that Uric Mazino is a blue element, she's basically giving him energy because he's a blue element, which is crazy. So I'm going to go ahead and do quick result again. I was able to win with this team multiple times. Of course, it's RNG. So as you guys can see, I think this time, yeah, we're getting close to winning. And then look at her healing. Her healing is just increasing. And of course, that is a hard doing a lot of damage. We just got to keep on battling this to see if we're going to win. Yeah, we were close. We were close. So you guys basically get the gist of it. The team comp that you basically want to put her in is DPS, tank, and you also want to put another unit like Yeon. The reason why I put Yeon in this team is because Yeon is able to apply that sleep effect to enemies, which is really good, which basically allows, you know, Rachel to do more damage, because Yeon is she's able to proc that green elemental shard debuff on the enemy, which allows Rachel to do more damage to the enemy because they have basically decreased green element resistance. So Yeon is a great addition to this team. And of course, I put Yeon, sometimes I put Yeon in the back and BLANC up here, and sometimes I put BLANC in the back. But when I get that max HP set on BLANC, this team is going to be really good. So we're going to head on over to adventure. Now we're in a boss battle, so this might be quite difficult. Now don't worry about my second team, because honestly I'm just trying to get through the boss battle, but I'm basically going to show you guys how she works and how good she is in adventure mode. So let's go ahead and enter battle. So of course we lost the first battle. The first battle is basically RNG. We can win the first battle, but you guys basically saw her performance in the second battle, which was really good. So if I go back, let's try to clear this first though. Let's try to clear this. We should probably put Warren over here. Let's try to clear this level, and then we're gonna check the stats after we completed this first round. But you guys basically saw how good her healing was, and the fact that she was able to keep Karaka alive. And we all know how squishy Karaka can be. The fact that she was able to keep Karaka alive is absolutely insane. And she was also applying that attack buff to Joaquin. She was just doing a lot of things in that team, which was absolutely crazy. So I think we're able to win this fight though. Yeah, we're able to win that. So let's go ahead and check the stats from the second battle and see her healing and how much damage Joaquin was able to do. So her healing, look at this guys, look at this, 57 million healing, bro. That is crazy. And then of course she's applied that attack buff. I'm pretty sure Kaseya has the highest attack. Let's check and see Kaseya's attack. I don't think we can check her attack, but Kaseya doing around 30 million attack and Joaquin doing around 10 million. It's insane. Kunran, the thing about Kunran is his accuracy is quite low. I feel like the biggest problem with Kunran is his accuracy, and he always misses with his special skill, which is really annoying. But overall, her attack buff and defense buff is crazy. Like the fact that she was able to keep Karaka alive, Karaka was taking around 11 million damage and he was still alive by the end of the battle. I'm gonna go ahead and replay it for you guys so you guys can basically see how she was able to keep Karaka alive, and she was also able to buff up his defense, and she was also able to buff up Kaseya or Joaquin's defense. I think Kaseya has the highest attack. I don't know, I'm gonna have to check again, but the fact that she was able to keep almost every single unit alive except for Khun Ron is just crazy. So overall, I think this character has a lot of potential, and I think she can really go far in the meta. Like, if I were to put her in the tier list right now, I would definitely put her in S tier as of to right now, because the fact that she's able to proc her heals all the time, and the fact that she's able to keep Karaka alive is absolutely insane. So look at this, Karaka is still alive, and Khun Ron was actually still alive. Joaquin is the one who died. She was able to keep literally squishy units alive. So look at that, cleared the level. So that's basically BLANC and how she operates, and that's basically how she is. Like, she's just a good solid character. So let me check and see who has the highest attack. Kaseya, she has 421k, and Joaquin has Kaseya has the highest attack. So she was able to buff up Kaseya and allow Kaseya to do more damage. So overall, what I basically recommend you guys to summon for this character, yes, you guys should definitely summon for BLANC, because honestly, BLANC, she doesn't require a lot of investments. Like, the fact that she's a healing unit, the only thing that you need to worry about with BLANC is make sure that she's actually doing her special skills by giving her a lot of swiftness, providing her, basically making sure that she's able to stay alive. And that's basically it. As long as she can stay alive, then she will basically heal your team, buff your team, and also apply that green element resistance, which is really nice. That basically increases your team's survivability, especially against green element units. So overall, BLANC is a definitely good character. You guys should definitely summon for this character. I feel like skipping for this character will be a big mistake, because if we come over here to trial area, for the blue element trial area, you definitely want to get her so that she can progress through a blue element trial, because the fact that she is a healer, and I'm pretty sure she is the only blue element healer. I might be wrong, let me check and see. I might be wrong, but so far she is the best blue element healer in the game. So I definitely recommend you guys to go for it, because I don't think it's gonna be like, I think it's gonna take a couple months for us to get another healer. So the fact that she's able to heal your team and buff up your team, and also increase the green element resistance to your team, that is a huge kit that you guys do not want to skip on. So definitely summon for this character. She's definitely gonna boost your account progression. But anyways, I'll be ending the video at that. Make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe, and also put your thoughts down below in the comment section what you guys think about this character. Do you guys think BLANC is an awesome character? I want to see y'all's opinions. But anyways, I appreciate you all for watching this video, and I'll be catching you guys on the next one. Peace.